Hello everyone, my name is Lokesh Naik. Today, compliance has grown drastically and has increased the number of job opportunities in the compliance function worldwide. The objective of the compliance function is to comply certain local rules and regulations along with international standards that we have. So let's understand what is compliance. The compliance means that a company adheres to the applicable rules and regulations to combat financial crimes, so that the compliance program has become one of the essential component. So for each and every organization, financial institution, and non-financial and designated non-financial business and professions. So let's understand what is compliance program basically. So compliance program involves setting up the regulatory policies and making procedures and controls out of it, and training for the changes in the policies along with the independent party to test the program. So there are five elements that we have in compliance program. The first element is compliance policies, procedures, and control, and the second element is compliance officers. We as a compliance officers, in case if you are a compliance officer, what are your roles and responsibilities? What are you going to do it? How are you going to make procedures out of policies? And how do you train? Okay, this is the compliance officer's roles and responsibilities. The third element is ongoing training. So it's part of compliance officer day-to-day activity. So in case if it is making any changes in the compliance program, now it is responsible. Okay, it is equally responsible for training all the compliance resources in the compliance function, in the compliance staff level, or the first level worker or the second level worker, and independent party to test the program, and senior management and board of directors. So these all are the five elements that we have in compliance program. And the roles and responsibilities of compliance officer, if we talk more about it, so they are going to structure, design, and implement compliance program in the bank. It's very essential. It has very important it has become integral part of each and every institution. So in case if you don't have compliance program in place, or probably if we have ineffective compliance program in the institution, we are going to get violations from the competent authorities. In order to avoid all the violations from the competent authorities, we have to have compliance program in place. Now it is a role of compliance officer. We are going to design compliance program. We are going to implement it in the bank. So this is my responsibility. If I am a compliance officer, I'm going to design it, implement it in the bank. And also, if I make any changes in the policies and procedures, because we know that risk is always dynamic in nature. So if there are any changes are happening in the policies, it's our responsibility. We are making changes in the system. It's not only the changes. If any competent authority is giving risk indicators, or probably OFAC or United Nations or maybe European Union, if they have come up with any risk indicator, or sanctioned parties, designated parties, or the countries, or maybe the terrorist names, or maybe key leaders of a country who are involved in SDN list, or narcotic drug traffickers in the list. So it is a central bank's responsibility. They have to update all the financial institutions and non-financial institutions in the country to monitor their systems. They are going to update all this information in the system and make sure that they are training all the compliance resources to effectively update and effectively follow all the risk indicators from today itself. So that's what the modification of a compliance program is. And also it is our responsibility that we'll be giving up all regular updates to the senior management and board committee regarding statistical report as per the STR procedures that we have. Thank you guys. So please